Hey, what's going on, everyone? Steve here at the TheDjLab, and we got big news today. I just want to myself ever so slightly here and see who's around, and we're going to talk about the big news. I'll get my microphone a little bit, and I'm going to actually bring the mic down a touch because I think it's been overmodulated. Let me know what you think in the comments if you think the mic's too loud or what's going on with it. The other thing I need to do, just adjust my desk a little bit. What's going on, Delphine? And today, what I actually managed to do is before when I was doing portrait mode, I was actually zooming in on the camera and cropping my 16:9 photo. Today, I realized my stand actually is able to hold my camera pretty easily by turning the camera. So now I'm going full 1080. I'm not zoomed in. This is as good as this camera gets over USB-C. Delphine, did you hear about the Serato deal? So Alpha Theta wanted to buy Serato, and everybody was having a goddamn flip out about it, including In Music. In Music was the ones who went to the um the Commerce Commission in New Zealand and said, "Hold on a sec, man. This isn't good." And so it's been tied up in court, and they just yesterday denied Alpha Theta from buying this company. And I don't know if this is good or it's bad. Everybody was thinking, like the commission thought, if they buy the company, there's a couple of things. It's going to make it harder for the other companies to compete because these guys are going to be all just combined. And they were going to maybe start jacking up the prices of things, now that they control more of the DJ industry, that we pay more money. And I think that's bullshit. I don't think that's what was going to happen personally. Alpha Theta was going to just run Serato as a separate entity. They weren't going to merge it. They weren't going to just make one record box and that was it and kill it. They were going to keep that going, keep their own thing going, and that was it. And right now, In Music makes a lot of stuff for Serato. You got Rain making stuff. You got Newmark making stuff. Well, and a lot of the Newmark products now, the standalone things, are using Engine DJ, but they all work with Serato. And In Music was concerned, thinking that if this merger, well, not merger, the acquisition had happened, that all of a sudden Alpha Theta, aka Pioneer DJ, which is like, Alpha Theta is the main company, Pioneer DJ is within the umbrella, but that all of a sudden these guys would have access to all their secrets. And they weren't going to have any access. Well, they would have had access to their secrets, but just because you know something, like even right now, the engineers probably at Alpha Theta know the engineers at In Music. They talk, they're all friends. Like it's a small industry. These guys have ethics, man. They're not going to just start ripping each other off. Even, they know what's going on, and they're still not copying each other. And at the end of the day, a controller is a controller. What new innovation are you making that's making your controller better than someone else's? They're all about the same now. So it's kind of ridiculous. So now the big question to me is going to be, who is going to buy Serato? Obviously, they're not going to let Virtual DJ or DJ Pro or any of these other companies buy them. They're not going to, if In Music had have got the offer to buy it, we wouldn't even be in this situation right now. It was only because they didn't get the offer. I don't know. It was some back deal that happened. I don't know if it was publicly announced that Serato was for sale and how that went down. I don't know. But it's obviously going to be some sort of holdings company that has no interest in the DJ world and doesn't give a shit about us DJs. And it's going to be a holdings company that's all about the money. That's kind of what happened to Pioneer DJ, if you remember. When they split up from Pioneer Electronics, they were bought by another company. And then they were bought by another company after that. But These are companies that were holding companies. They're just, it's part of their portfolio. They're making money. And that's when all of a sudden you saw the prices of all the Pioneer DJ gear just start creeping up, man. Everything started going north of what I would call a normal number. DJ equipment's expensive. And then I hear Traktor 4 came out. Traktor 4 Pro. And I'm like, who gives a fuck? Who's using Traktor? Honest to God. So the big features of the new Traktor, I'm not getting it. No one sent me a copy. I don't have any Traktor controller, so I don't really give a shit about it. And I used to love Traktor. It's still good software. People that have it love it. They got flexible beat grids now. You're way behind the times, Traktor. Like that, if I still have to go in there and I have to add my own little anchors to make a flexible beat grid, where the hell have you been? DJ Pro has flexible beat grids that's analyzed by the computer, and AI figures this shit out. I don't have to go in there and click, 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 click every goddamn little transient to make my flexible beat grid. So you're a little late to the party, as usual. Stem separation. I'm missing something. I'm so far out of the loop with Traktor. Did Traktor Pro 3 not have stems? Because there's a stem button on that Traktor Control MK3. Unless it's their old stems that they used to do. I don't know. So Traktor 4 can do stem separation, but it doesn't do it in real time. You have to right click on something and then wait for it to create your stem file. Well, fuck me. You know how much hard drive space you're going to take up doing this? And you can't even do it in a batch. I can't go to bed, tag my 10,000 things, and wake up and have them done. I got to go one by one by one by one by one by one. Come on, man. And who knows how good it is? It's not like it's some studio quality stem separation. So, once again, Traktor, I don't get it. You are so far behind everybody else. It's almost laughable. It's almost laughable. Guess what? Virtual DJ does real-time stem separation and it sounds really goddamn good. DJ Pro does real-time stem separations that sound really, really goddamn good. Serato does it and it's like not too bad. Shit, man. Even the Prime 4 Plus with the beta was doing stem separation real time on hardware with no computer. Native Instruments, wake up, man. You need to give it up. You're so far behind everyone else at this point. You still can't do video. What happened with all that shit? Okay, so what you do have, you have a little sequencer, so some guy can play a little kick and a little hi-hat, and you added a couple more little drum kits to that. You know, just go buy a drum machine. If you want to do that kind of shit, drum machines are pretty cheap. You can buy some little bullshit drum machine and MIDI clock it in, and you're golden. How a company was so innovative once upon a time and they were the top of the game. How did you let every other company just steamroll you? Where were you guys? German company, you let everybody steamroll you out of existence, basically. I don't know a single soul. I shouldn't say it. My friend Michael still uses Traktor. But the average big DJ out there that used to be all Traktor, 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 these guys aren't even touching that shit no more. They don't care about your Traktor stuff. Nobody cares. Where's Ian Golden with his S4? I don't see that guy doing anything. Let me see what's going on with you guys here. Let's go on, Marion. Bananas. So that's the DJ news, man. Who's going to buy Serato? I don't know. Is that company dead in the water? Personally, in music, you should have just said Who cares about Serato? Who cares what Pioneer DJ is doing? Who cares about Alpha Theta? And you should have just called up the guys at DJ Pro and just did a licensing agreement with them. You should have hooked up with Virtual DJ, something. You could have been really making better hardware for better software. Because Serato, sorry, man, like Serato's kind of like a McDonald's hamburger. It's not the best hamburger on the planet. It's accessible, it's easy to find, and it's manageable. I can use Serato. It's okay. It's not bad. But the features of Virtual DJ and DJ Pro really smoke Serato. Unfortunately, they also smoke Rekordbox too. Haven't used Rekordbox in a while. Used to love it with my DDJ 1000. Absolutely loved it. And then they started going to all these different subscription things. Everybody wants to pay money for every little thing they give you. Now, Traktor Pro 4, the only thing these guys did was halfway smart. They got rid of this pro licensing thing, this like subscription base, and got rid of that. So now you just pay once and it's yours. But every time they make a new upgrade, you got to pay again. Virtual DJ, guess what? You pay one time, it's yours. It doesn't matter how old your license is. You will always get the upgrade. DJ Pro, mind you, they do a yearly thing where you pay, I think I paid like $60 or something for the year. And I don't mind that because DJ Pro keeps adding more and more features. I'm always happy to support a company where they're consistently working. I consistently see new things happening with that software. Alpha Theta Corporation, I don't know what's going on with them. CDJ 3000, still to this day, has many issues that were never addressed. And it's really bad because the Denon SE6000, for instance, when you're doing the streaming services, right? When I turn my player on, I logged in one time with my password, and no matter how many times I turn this stupid thing off, it never, ever needs me to retype in my password. It's there. It's in. When I search for music, I can search by artist, the title, the genre, the record label. I can search by multiple ways. I can browse record labels. I can do all kinds of things. CDJ 3000s, every time I turn the goddamn thing on, I have to log in. Every single time I need to log in with my username and password into Beatport. Still, and this is on both players, we still can't sort things by BPM or key, which is stupid. I don't understand why we can't do this. But on the CDJ 3000, I can only search, I can't search by artist, title, or different things. I just do one search. It's slower to search, slower to load. Everything about a CDJ 3000, every test I've done on streaming services is slower. So let's go on search. Prime 4, man. That's it. That's all you need. So CDJ 3000 can't do that. They made it seem like, oh, you've got this really powerful hardware. We're going to keep doing all these updates and we're going to keep adding new features and blah, 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 blah. They haven't added shit. They haven't added nothing. Compared to the SC6000, the Denons, those guys gave us samplers. They gave us touch effects. They gave us so many things. You know what? CDJ 3000 could easily have built-in effects on the screen. Easily. Especially now that we have the rotary mixer, right? I know the rotary mixer has effects, but it's got limited effects. So, just saying. I can see some companies and I can see what they're doing. Other companies, I haven't a clue. I don't know what their programmers are doing all day and their engineers. Are they sitting around shooting the shit? Are they working on something? Are they trying to improve on things? I just don't get it. Okay, Marion says DJ Pro does not cooperate complete with some new hardware. I have problems with my DDJ FLX10. Well, here's my thing. I'm not sure whose problem this is. It might be a licensing agreement because if DJ Pro, for instance, take my S11, it works with my S11, but no screen support. If it worked with an S11 perfectly, it would bury Serato tomorrow. If it worked with an FLX10 perfectly, Record Box would just shut their doors tomorrow. So it sucks, but this is why I'm saying I really wish in music, they're the only guys I know that could do it. Make hardware for DJ Pro. I don't want to use a reloop thing. I got no problem with reloop except that, well, it's called reloop, right? I never tried a reloop controller. I have no idea. I want pro equipment to go with DJ Pro. That's it. One of my best setups right now, my Alpha Theta rotary mixer, the Euphonia, and DJ Pro on the iPad. That works so good. It looks cool as hell because I don't need platters. You know what I mean? I got the touch screen. I have effects on the screen. I've got the sound quality of an Alpha Theta Euphonia running this thing and the Rupert Neve transformer. I've got the isolators. It's a bit of both, man. I got a little bit of old school with a little bit of new school. That's a great system. So yeah, we need a company, even if In Music was to create a whole new brand, they could do it. They've got the technology. They have everything at their fingertips. Create a new brand and just make shit for virtual DJ and DJ Pro. I'd buy it. Or at least I'd let you give it to me. Because I'm kind of broke right now. I've been spending way too much money on like this stupid camera right in front of me. It's quite a bit of money. I just had this happen yesterday, by the way. For those who don't know, you see that? The Insta360 Go. You see this thing here? That's the mount. I had that attached, screwed on to a mount on my scooter, and the little camera pod clicks in there, and it's magnetic, has a magnet, and it clicks. And this is what happens when it falls off and gets run over by a truck. $566 Canadian, purchased on February of this year. I've used this like maybe 10 times and it is mushed. It's mushed up. I don't want to say the F word too much anymore. I'm noticing a lot of my rants, and this had happened before, but all of a sudden they're limited eligibility for making money because I F too much. So I'm going to try to not F as much as I did, and we'll try to clean it up a little bit. Unless, of course, you guys like me swearing, you don't care about the money. And you're willing to, donate. What's going on, Bunghole Camper? PayPal/TheDjLab. So for anyone out there who wants to help out a guy who just had his camera run over by a truck, you can always send me a buck or two, buy me a coffee, get me dinner, lunch, whatever, to the PayPal link that I just pinned up there. That's the best way to send me money. Doing it through YouTube, they take taxes off me. They take their own cut, and I'm left with very little at the end of the day. So, recap: Serato can't be purchased by Alpha Theta. I don't know why the government gets involved in this shit. Why is it their business? Why do they have these commissions? Like, don't you got something better to do down in New Zealand? Honestly, nothing better to do. In music, you started this fire. Now what? Who's going to buy Serato now? It's not going to be you. So that's what's funny. Like, if I can't have, you can't have. That's the way they did that. If I can't have it, you can't have it. You're so afraid they're going to steal your secrets. Like, you know, In Music had motorized platters on their players, right? And S7. Pioneer DJ never stole that. They turned around and they made the Rev 7 with different motorized platters. Who turned around and made a motorized platter system that looks near identical? It was you guys. It was you guys. They didn't make a platter system that looked like a ring one. They made their own. Big research went into that. Big development went into that. And I got to say, I've had both here. And, you know, the platters on the Performer, I find personally with the slip mat combinations, they feel a little better. They're slightly bigger. But if you took the average person and you showed them the two things and said, hey, the Rev 7 came out first, and here's now the Performer, who do you think copied who? Well, copied, inspired by, whatever you want to call it. Still, you were the guys worried that Pioneer DJ was going to now have access to all your deep, dark secrets and all your new stuff. It's kind of funny, right? It's a little bit funny, honestly. It's so strange. You know who should buy Serato? Here's my vote. Nick Spinelli. I'm thinking about the guys that I think have money. I don't really know, but their channels are big enough. So Nick Spinelli's a big guy, always working. We got Nick Spinelli. He's selling off his whole Pokemon collection, so that alone should raise up a few bucks. You have Cleveland Terry. We'll take Mojax. We'll take Phil Morse. Do we get Phil Harris in there too? Nah, maybe just Phil Morse. Let's take those four guys, have them combine their net worth, and let them go buy Serato. How about that? I wonder how that'd work out. Who knows? Maybe I'll even pitch in a buck or two from my measly little channel here, and I'll go in on the acquisition and have all the YouTube review guys that we will acquire. How about Kova? Maybe we get some DJ Kova in there. DJ Yoshi, he's got money. Yoshi's got some money. DJ Yoshi has like 50 grand worth of camera equipment alone. Never mind the DJ equipment. This guy is a hard-working DJ. So we need DJ Yoshi in there. Who else? Let's get Kubert. Let's get them all. Let's get all the DJs. Shit, fuck that. How about we all buy it? Why don't we start a Kickstarter campaign to raise money for all of us to acquire Serato? Could you imagine? That would be like for us, by us. It would be like a FUBU situation, right? That we all buy it and we decide what we want for DJ software. Shit. I think I solved the problem. I think that's what we need. We need to all buy Serato. Tried ironing this today. Didn't work out so well. This is the cold sore part of it is gone. This is just like the remnant scab, I guess. Fucking. Of course, it was Murphy's Law. As I'm about to buy a high definition camera that's really sharp, this is what happens. So for anyone who watches the channel, let me know as well in the comments that I've got the camera sideways. So now we're doing portrait mode properly. I'm not doing this crop thing. I don't know if this is going to look any sharper. But here's what's really strange. Check this out. Can you see that? So when I'm in portrait mode, I can only do 720. Now, if I flip it, and I can't even flip it, you see? So if I'm doing a 16:9 video, I can look at 1080. But when I'm doing portrait, it only allows me to go 720 on my phone. Strangest thing. Weird, man. So, hey, you guys are here. If you want to join the conversation, you got to be a subscriber, which is not difficult. Just hit the subscribe. While you're hitting subscribe, hit the damn bell. So when I'm doing this stuff, you know what's happening. And give your feedback. What do you think? Are you happy that Alpha Theta wasn't allowed to buy Serato? Because I don't think it would have been a bad thing for the industry. I don't think they're quite the villain everybody thinks they are. In music, and it's weird. You want to talk about acquisition. In music has acquired lots of companies. Lots and lots and lots of companies. They acquired Rain. They acquired Akai. They acquired Newmark. Like, they acquired companies, changed them around, got rid of people, did all kinds of things. And you know what? It wasn't a bad thing. It's business. So it was okay for them to acquire everybody under the sun. But the moment Alpha Theta wanted to grab one piece of that pie, they're like, no, 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 you're not getting Serato. You know why? You know which of A Music's products have the word Serato right on them? But that's what their mistake was, man. You know, even the Rain Performer, that didn't have to be Serato. And be honest, I used to say a long time ago, and don't take any offense to this, I used to say Traktor was for those nerdy music people. Sorry about touching the mic. Was for the nerdy music people, and Serato was for the DJs that, you know, they were into vinyl, they played sports, they weren't real techie, nerdy computer people. So it was like simple. It's like Macing Windows. You know, Windows is for like a total nerd to hack and stuff. Mac was kind of designed for people that did, you know, fuck all about computers and made it easy. Same with iPhone. It was a simple layout designed for people that just weren't that technical. So I feel like a lot of the Serato DJs out there, they're not super techie people. They're not computer people. It's just a tool. Virtual DJ can get pretty nerdy. You can really get it under the hood. DJ Pro, I think, is fucking dead simple. What I love about DJ Pro, you can make it really simple or you can make it a little bit complicated, depend on your style. I think Record Box, it's a little overwhelming for some people. And yeah, I've never been, I don't want to say I've never been a fan of Serato, but when everybody was rocking Serato, I was a Traktor guy because I want to do more with my shit. And the moment I started seeing other companies doing other things, and the tractor stuff, it was so innovative. And then it hit a point where nothing was going on, and they let everyone else just jump ahead. Now you come out of the woodwork, and you're giving me features that everyone else has. Man, you're too late to the table. You never made pro quality stuff. Like, S4 was built solid. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, like, really hardcore pro gear. They could have made the Traktor Pro line. Like, they could have made some super high end, expensive, like Alpha Euphonia style kind of stuff. And yeah, now we got like the isotope. What is it? It's like a compressor limiter thing to give you more headroom. So there's a bunch of little innovations in there. So if you're layering things, it helps it. But why do that in software? You could have made some really good hardware that just handles it the same way the Alpha Theta Euphonia handles multiple sources. Same way the V10 handles multiple sources. Beats me. Okay, we got 27 people in here. We got 2 likes. You guys are killing me, man. Up at the corner there, there's the 3 dots. You click on those 3 dots. There's a drop-down menu. You hit the like button. I did take time out of my day. I set up, $5,000 camera, put the thing on its side even, so we could have even a better picture in portrait mode. And talk about some new DJ news when I could be doing anything. It's a beautiful day outside. I should be taking my new camera out, taking some photos, getting my new Instagram channel going. Mark this one down. If you really want to be supporting me, never mind the channel, but me, I've sold a little bit of DJ gear. I still got a pile of it. Put some money into some cameras, and I have a new Instagram page that I'm going to launch called 416 Pix. That's 416 PIX. I'm going to put that one right in the link too. See about getting that in there. So yeah, Instagram 416 Pix. I'm going to be doing like pictures of Toronto, some models with some Toronto themes going on, and try and build the brand. I'm going to do stickers, maybe some hats, the 416 Pix. And we'll do some cool shit. I'm also have a new YouTube channel as well too. New YouTube channel is going to be called what is it here? Let me just double check that. Make sure I'm not giving you guys the wrong stuff, because I think it's called, I think I named it 416 Tours. And I'm going to do like some street video stuff going around Toronto. But I'm going to work on that a bit later. I'm going to do the picture one first. So Instagram 416 Pix, PIX, like 6 pics, get it? Where is my Tim Hortons quencher? Good old Tim Hortons. 60 years of filling us up with sugar and calories. Nice. It's fucking quenchers are like cocaine because, well, not really cocaine, but they're addictive. It's just some wildberry hibiscus juice and sparkling water. Somehow I've tried to recreate this in Tim Hortons sparkling water. Just has more sparkle. It's got more bubbles. For sure. Yeah, Delphine. These are great. And this microphone, I just want to mention about the microphones. I had the Shure, what's that, the SM7DB or whatever the fuck this thing was called. And I rented it for a couple of months and it was expensive. You know, it's like Canadian, it's like a $700 mic with the built in preamp and all that shit. And this Shure MV7 sounds pretty good. Now, I do have to admit, maybe I don't have my OBS filters set up well. I have noise compression on, or suppression, sorry. I have a noise gate. I've got a limiter. Um, and I listen to some people, maybe just my fucking voice. I've listened to some people that sound just so high end. They got shotgun mics above them. I don't know how these guys are getting such amazing sound. But even with my other Shure mic, it sounds the same as this. But my Sennheiser mic that I was using before, it sounded good too. Like everything I do with the microphone sounds about the same, I think. What I do like about this mic, I like the lights. On camera, I can kind of see what's going on at a quick glance because now I actually have my setup is really a messy setup here. Camera's on the side on a Gorilla tripod thing. I have a 15.6-inch monitor, these portables, hooked up to the camera, and it's got one of those like magnetic kind of like unfold it stands. So I can actually put this thing in vertical mode as well too. So when I'm looking at the camera, just right here, I can see the monitor and have an idea of what's going on with my screen. Now what I need is just a better way to not have to look at my phone to look at comments. Not like anybody's talking anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, one day I will find out the exact right settings for this microphone to see. Because even like when I look over at my meters on OBS, my mic before used to almost hit a little higher. And I could turn this one up, but I feel like when I have it too high, it just sounds, something sounds off. Settings for this microphone to see. Because even like when I look over at, I still feel like it could actually be. Let me just try this for a second. I'm going to go one more lower and see how that sounds. Because I feel like maybe, I don't know if I'm too close to the mic or what's going on with it. I tried to have it at the side before to talk across it. And I'm watching a lot of videos where people are talking more into it. So I don't really know the best way to run this mic. To the mic. Yeah, that sounds just a little bit better. Yeah, never mind finding the right sound settings, trying to find the right camera settings, trying to find the right lighting. It never stops. Like I know, for instance, with the lighting, everybody on YouTube has these big giant fill lights and all these different lights and shit. And I don't have the space. I just don't have the space to do it. Or, I don't have the ability. Like some of these guys, they're in a big house and they have one room that's just the studio. I don't have that luxury of having a separate room where everything's just set up and I can sit down and hit a button. I always have to like set the camera up, set the external monitor, move my microphone around. I have to do a whole preparation. So to do a little bit of a live stream, it takes me at least 20 minutes sometimes to just get myself up and ready. I wish I had a separate little studio where I could just sit down and boom, I'm just hit a button and go. I don't have a spot for my stream deck to just sit up. I got to plug it in. Everything has to be set up every single time. So, it would be nice if someone today at least covered my lunch. A couple of bucks to the PayPal for all the trouble, man. I'm not making any money. I've been spending money like crazy. I got this $500 camera, just fucking got it like squished. This thing got run over yesterday. Had to buy myself, not myself, had to buy my girlfriend a birthday present yesterday. That's a $500 Dyson hair dryer. Hopefully, this thing lives up to its hype. Plus, I borrowed the purse last month. Um, yeah, DJ LSD knows. All you guys got to do, man, to make this worth it, say hello. That's a cheap one. Click the like button up there at the corner. And if you had a couple of bucks to donate, that would be appreciated too. I had a really good crew of people one time. I had some people in here that were consistently helping out. And every time I did a stream, I would be making anywhere from 20 to 100 bucks. I'm like, shit, man, if I can do this every day, I'm laughing. And I try to be consistent. I come on here multiple times a day, but honestly, I haven't got a donation on the stream in fucking forever. To be honest, since I bought the new camera. So it makes no sense I spent $6,000 on a camera. And not just for this, I'm going to do other shit with the camera too, but considering the effort I put in to put together a good production for you guys, and I don't get a lot of feedback, it's for the same 5-6 people all the time, it gets a bit much. DJ LSD sent the $3 over. Well, that's kind of you, man. That's their 10th time doing a super on the channel. Like I said, for some people, YouTube's easy to send a couple of bucks. I still prefer PayPal because I can get that money right away. Like if you send me PayPal cash now, I could literally take a small percentage and get it like right now, or wait 3 days and get the money. Yep, I talked too soon. It's all right, man. It's the thought that counts too. DJ LSD, I gotta ask you because you are in the inside a little bit. This whole Serato deal, is this a win? Is this a win for you guys? Are you happy that Alpha Theta can't buy Serato? Did you really think they were going to steal all your secrets? Because now I'm afraid of who's going to buy Serato. Now I'm even more concerned that someone's going to buy it. That's only for the profit. They're not interested in the culture. It's just going to be some money company is going to buy it, and they're going to be standing back trying to jack the prices of subscriptions and fuck around. And they're going to jack the prices of the licensing. So the hardware manufacturers are going to be even more fucked. Like, what's in music going to do if all of a sudden a new company buys Serato and they turn around, they're like, okay, by the way, we're going to triple the licensing fees. Do you know what I mean? What if new company buys it and they turn around and they say, guess what? We got a factory over in Malaysia. We're going to just start making our own hardware. We're not licensing Serato out to anybody anymore. Ever consider that one? Could you imagine, eh? So you think them buying it when they already own Record Box? I don't think they were going to. It would have done them absolutely no good reason financially to have played around with that. I think, and I was told that they were going to buy the company and they're going to do nothing different. They're going to run it the same. If anything, you know what would have happened? Serato would have got some upgrades, much needed upgrades, and Record Box would have got some much needed upgrades. They both would have got better. So what I don't get, I don't know why In Music does not start making stuff for DJ Pro and Virtual DJ and just abandon Serato. Who cares? Let Serato just drift away. Why do we care so much about Serato anymore? Don't need it. What we do need is we need the Rain Performer to work with DJ Pro with the screens working. What's best, Serato or Record Box? Neither. Neither of the two. Right now, okay, let me be fair. I'd have to say right now, for me personally, because of the hardware, Serato is best because I really like the Rain Performer. So yeah, but take for instance the Denon DJ Prime 4 Plus and hook that up with Virtual DJ, and wow, that's a whole nother beast. That's a whole nother beast that thanks to this guy Thomas or Tomas, I think is how it's pronounced. You can even do video mixing on the screen of the controller. So, yeah, you take Virtual DJ, you hook it up with a Prime 4 Plus, and you blow your mind. Take that Prime 4 Plus, take your iPad with DJ Pro, and sit your iPad on top of the Prime 4 screen like a holder and blow your mind. You would think this thing was built for it. Keep in mind, DJ LSD, some point you could message me directly about things because I do have an NDA signed. I might have to talk to the powers that be over there and see about getting me in on some stuff. Because seriously, if you guys are working on some projects I've always said this. Don't wait till the thing's finished and then put it in my hands. Have a conversation with me while you're in the middle of making stuff. Because sometimes you guys miss the boat. Sometimes there's things on this equipment that really should have been just talked to by someone that's not necessarily in the mix to get, some outside opinion. Pioneer DJ does this all the time. They consult with lots of DJs before they've ever actually built something. Wouldn't hurt. You used to listen to Laid Back Luke once upon a time, and he's not even that great of a DJ, so you guys could definitely take a couple pieces of advice from the old man over here. I know a thing or two. And DJ LSD, to be honest, I'm not really, I'm barely on Discord, but if you're going to send me some information, if we're going to talk, I will make a point to go on there. But I don't get notifications. Like, I don't get it. If someone sends me a message on Discord, I don't get it because I'm not frequently on there. I'm not quite nerdy enough for Discord. It's one extra thing that I just can't keep up with. So yeah. How long have I been on here now? It's been 53 minutes. I think I've made my point today about the Alpha Theta acquisition of Serato not going through. Some of us are happy about it. Me personally, I just don't get it. I think the reasonings behind it are a little bit weak. And I'm not like, I have no affiliation with Pioneer DJ. I have no affiliation with Serato. I don't have really an affiliation with anybody. The only person right now I have an NDA signed with is In Music because of when I was dealing with the performer here. Um, and I still feel like In Music is going down. They're always, they always seem to have a war with Pioneer DJ Alpha Theta. They had the war when they brought the SE6000s and the 5000s, and they were trying to get everyone to change their rider. And you know what? They spent a pile of money to DJs to use their stuff. They had Laid Back Luke in on it. And end of the day, you didn't win that war. You gave up. That war did not go well. Now all of a sudden we're having software wars. And there's no reason. Who cares? Who cares what these guys are doing? Make your own software. Use someone else's software. Do something better. We need to step into the future, man. We need to drop the laptops, number one. We don't need to be DJing with our phones like Laid Back Luke. There's no good reason why all this gear is not standalone. Give me engine DJ with stems built in, with motorized platters. Give me HDMI out so I can hook this shit up to a monitor if I want to have a bigger screen. Give me a dual display so if I want to do visuals, I can do visuals. Give me all this shit. Give me. Give me what I want. Give me what we all want. One controller. Let me hook up the TVs. Let me be able to do AirPlay with the shit to a TV. Like, what year are we in, man? Step your shit up. It's killing me. I can't sit there with all these goddamn wires anymore. You also gotta let me know where this club is sometime because, I need to come visit the club. Anyways, friends, I'm about to roll out too. Thanks to everyone who stopped by for the chat. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button. It's up there somewhere. Those three dots. Those three dots. You click on those three dots, and there's a drop down menu. You hit the like. Smash the like, as I say on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the alert button. When I'm doing this shit, you need to hear ding, because just subscribing, you'll never know what's going on. The alerts. You need the alerts for me. I don't have a steady schedule. I come on when I feel like it. And hopefully it lines up with your schedule too. All right. I'm out. Have yourself a great day. If you're just joining, you can always catch me on the rewind. And I'll talk to you guys soon.